Live. Hello. These are lightings. I hope the lights are not too much. So I'm just going to wait for people to join the stream, okay? Mm. Hello, guys, and welcome. You are welcome. Welcome. Yes, thank you so much, guys, for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for joining. If you can hear me, please let me know on the comment section. I want to know so that we'll start immediately. Thank you, Twayo. Hello, Twayo. Please, can you hear me? Let me know in the comment section if you can hear. We can go straight into our tutorial for today, okay? Because I don't have so much time to waste. So let's just we're going to start. We're going to start straight with our draping today. So please let me know. Can you hear me? Thank you. Okay, Twayo, thank you. Bomsi, thank you. You're welcome. Okay, you can hear me. So guys, so this is the a corset that I made, and then we are going to be it's actually a transparent corset, you can see. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to add a drape to it so you can see everything is clean and fine, neat. So I'll show you guys how to add a yoke. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be using for my. Actually, I'm going to be doing it like a two tone. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Nide. Thank you. So I'm going to be using like a two tone, but I'm just going to show you guys how to do the first one, which is the normal yoke. So I'm going to be mixing it up with this, but let's just do this one, which is like the normal yoke. So I have a piece of mesh here. This is original. You can see this is the original mesh. Okay, so that's what we're going to be using. So I'm not going to double it because it is original, it does not tear. Chineye, you're welcome. So what I'm going to do now, the first thing I'm going to do, I want to fold this. Okay, I want to fold it. I'm just trying to check. Okay, so I'm going to fold it. Can you see the way I'm folding it? So I'm going to fold it, and then I'll fold it like this. I just want to cut out what I am going to be making use of. Okay, so I think I'm going to. Okay, I'll flip the camera so that we can use the table. Let's just trim out, and then we will continue. Okay, so let me just flip camera. Where is the flipping? I think this should be the flipping. Yes. So this is the flipping. So on the table, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut out. I just want to trim it. So that's just basically, I just want to trim this so you can see what I have. So you can actually you can decide to wear it straight like that before doing this. So for this, in case your client is not around, so that's why I'm using a mannequin. So with the mannequin, it will be easy for us, okay? So you can see what we have now. So what we're going to do now, we're going to place the neckline on it, okay? So we'll place the neckline. When we place the neckline, before we go over to the mannequin and go and working with it, okay? So I'm just going to take my chalk like this. So for the back, we're going to decorate design the back. That's the style line we want for the back. So but definitely we're starting with 3 inches. So I'll use 3 inches. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. So I'll use 3 inches like this. Please go back, go back. So I'll use 3 inches like this, and then from these 3 inches I'm going to come down by 3. So basically I'm doing 3 by 3. So you can see it, I'm doing 3 by 3. So after marking the 3 by on the that's for the neckline. I hope you guys can see it. So from this neckline, so this part I don't really need anything to. I'm not going to trim it. So let's cut out the neckline. Okay. So this neckline, what I'm going to do for the back is not going to be as deep as the front. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut Okay, let me just show you the dimension so it does not confuse you. So I'm going to take 1 inch for the back neckline. So this is the back neckline, but the width, both of them are going to be the same. So you see, I'll take it like this. So I'll just take, so I've cut out the back neckline. So this one is going to be for the front. So let's go back to our, let's go back. So now we're going to start working now. So you guys have seen, I've opened it. So I'm going to take this like this. I'll just bring this close to this part like this, okay? So you remember I cut both the back and the front. I cut it the same. So I've not trimmed the front, okay, the back. I've not trimmed it so you can see. So now I'm going to wear it like this. Can you see? It is a simple process. This thing is not like a big deal. Irene, you're welcome. Victoria, you're welcome. Okay. Okay, how to order from you? Just send me a message. You get the you're asking. So just send me a message on WhatsApp. So you see my number on the screen. You understand? So I'm going to drop it. You can send me a message later. I'll give you my phone number. Okay. So I'm going to place this like this. So you can see it is a simple process. Even what I cut out self, I even have enough excess, more than excess. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to start with our front piece. We're going to pin. Do you understand? So let's bring this close. Okay, so let my extra light is facing the other way. So let's bring this close now. So you see. So for those of you that want to, if you want to order your corset, just send me a message on WhatsApp. Okay. This is serious. So I'm going to pin this. So like I said, I have excess of so I'll pin it. It's from the back. That's where I'm going to do my pulling. So just pin. Can you see? You can see the corset is a beautiful transparent corset. Very beautiful. So I'm just like basically pinning. I'll pin everything. So that's the beauty of this. Fascinator tutorials. You're welcome. You're welcome. So once we get to this point, that midpoint too, also I will pin it. So I'll just pin. I'm just trying to pin. So there's a bone at that point. So that is why I have to be careful. Okay. So it has passed. And then I'll just keep pinning it. So just basically pin what you want. Okay. So just like pin everything down. So this is a very simple of fixing yoke for any neckline, even if it is a plunging neckline, if it is a deep V, whatever it is. This system, this pattern, it will make it really, really, really easy for you. Okay. If the client is around, you can do it on their body. What I'm doing right now, you can actually do it on their body. But if the person is not around, you can just use a mannequin or a dress form like this, like what I am doing, and then you can do it. Okay. So I'm just trying to pin. That pin is bent. Okay. So we are, can you see? So we are done with the front part. So now we're going to turn it now to the back. So can you see how beautiful our corset is? The back. Oh, this is my. So the next thing I'm going to pin. I'm just going to pin the back. So because it is after pinning, so you need to, the reason for this pinning is to to get it laying really straight. Okay, so it's going to stop here. All this part going to, so those parts I'm going to trim those parts out. So I'll just pin this part also. So you guys should please like this video. I will appreciate it. Please video. All right. So now we are done. The next thing we want to do, let me get my chalk so that we can what we want. So for the back, so you can see my back piece already. So what I'm going to do now from this back, I'm just going to I'm going to make a design. You understand? Can you see what I'm doing? I really don't want that back. I don't want it to be too open. Okay. So you see, this is what I'm going to cut out. So I'll just put like a small notch there, and then I'm going to, can you guys see what I'm doing? Can you see what I'm doing? You see, it's a simple process. It's not, instead of all those headache of trying to sew the yoke, this, that, you can just use this method. So the next thing I want to do, I just want to trim. You can see what I'm doing. As I'm trimming it, I left a little of inches down. Can you see? So I'll just pull this down so that it will be smooth. So I'll just pull that down and I will do this. You see how smooth it is already. So the next thing I want to do, I want to work on the armhole. So this is very important. Okay, fascinator. So please, if you don't have the mannequin, how will you do that? If you don't have the mannequin, mm, that will be, if you don't have mannequin, that means you have to do it on somebody's body. Do you understand? If you don't have mannequin, you look for somebody and then you use the person's body to do that. So I hope that is okay. So the next thing, I want to create our armhole. So for this part, you are going to determine how wide you want to use. Do you understand? So for this, I'm just going to mark this point like this. Can you see what I am doing? I'll mark this point because this is where I want to cut. Can you see? So that's the, so if you don't have a mannequin, you look for somebody that is close to the size. Do you understand? The size you are making, then you can use the person's measurement. You see, can you guys see? It is a simple and seamless process. Simple and seamless. When I say seamless, as in in easy. You see our yoke. Our yoke is yoking. So let me just drop this so that, let me, you see, the yoke is yoking. Can you see? So you see the armhole. So this armhole, I'm still going to trim this armhole. So I am trimming it a little bit. Why? Because mesh, so it's still going to pull. So that is why I am just trimming this. So you can see, it's notice some a little bit of excess here. So that you're going to settle by just pulling. You understand? So you settle that. If you are going to fix a sleeve, this little is not going to be a serious issue. It's not going to be a much issue. Okay. So I'm just going to pin, I'll pin that down like that. So now for the front. So this is my front one. So for my front neckline, so this, okay, let me do the other, let's do side also of our armhole. So at this point, you can decide to take this out. Do you understand? You can decide to take this out and place them together and use it to cut this side. Is okay. But if you don't want to, you want to do like what I am doing, you are just still going to go through this route of just pin, marking this like this. Can you see the way I did that? So that's the beauty of this one. You are just going to you trim it, that's you just mark it and you would cut out. Okay. The beauty of using this original mesh is once you cut it, it stays cut. You understand? So I'll cut this. So I'm going to, so when I'm doing the front, the back is smooth. So this part now that it has a little bit, so you are going to just pull that down and then you see it is smooth. Okay. So all of this, so this you can actually hand stitch this, or you can place on your machine and just sew it from the inside. Okay, so this particular pattern is good, especially when you are beading, when you are sewing all this beaded lace, because you'll be able to like beat the line, cover it. Can you see? It's just so effortless. That's the beauty of this thing. So now let's work on the front, our front neckline. Okay. So for my front neckline, I like, for those of you that have been following me, you know I like necklines that are a little deep. Not deep, sorry, necklines that are high. So I don't want the neckline, I don't want it really too deep. So I like what I hear. So what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to come down a little bit. That's here like this. Just take this piece out like this. So for this front one, I have to be careful because I'm not using anything to finish the neckline. So I need it to be really smooth and good. Okay. So I'm just going to take this way gently. Because it is a single mesh. It is a single tool. So like I said, I'm using original tool. So you can see what I have. So I think I like what I have. So my neckline is okay, my back is okay. You see. So the next thing I want to do now, I want to trim this front. Okay. So you see, so front, I'm just going to come down just a little bit. And then I'll just maintain it. I'm so loving this. That's just the truth. And then I'll just trim it. So this one is easy. If you don't have mannequin, use somebody. Just call somebody. Wear the cloth on them. Use it like this. Okay? And use it. So for if it is a beaded dress, that's if it's a dress that you are going to bead. Of course, this one I'm going to bead it. So it is easy. What you are just going to do, you can just hand stitch it like this. And then for the back, this back, we are going to open this part up. You understand? So you're going to open up this part. Okay. So you're going to open this part. So this part, I just want to, before I open it, because if I open it's going to, let me pin it down before I open it. So this part, what I'm going to do for this part, so like I said, I'm not going to stitch this part. I'm just going to use beads to cover, just put tiny line, just like a one line of beads here. So for this part, what I'm going to do for this part, so for the neckline, I'm not going to use the neckline. So the only part that I need to work on is here and here. And why do I want to? Because I want to be able to put like a button. Okay. So what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to cut a little piece of tool like this, and then I'm stitch it here. Let me just show you guys so that you see the complete finishing. So I'll just cut a little bit of fabric like this. So even all these ones, and then I'll fold it like this. So depends, and then fold it like this. So this is what I'm going. The thing is, so this is what I am going to have like this. You understand what I'm trying to do, and then I'm going to take this and then I'll place it here like this, and then I'll stitch it down. Why am I stitching it down? So I'll stitch it down. Why am I stitching down? Because the whole of this part, since I'm not going to turn my line, I'm not going to my tool, I'm going to use beads to like decorate the whole of this part. So even that stitch that I'm going to stitch here is going to be covered. So let me just that down so you can see. So that's how it will be. And then here my button is going to stay here. It's going to stay like this. So this neckline also, I might bead around it. I don't know yet. Okay. So that's that. So like I said, the what is remaining is for me to just hand stitch it. So I'm going to get my needle and my thread, and then I am going to start stitching. Network. Okay, so I'm going to take my needle and my thread like this. So I'm going to start from my back piece. Okay. So like I said, for this back piece, because I am going to be putting beads or whatever, so I can afford to just stitch. You understand? So I can afford to just stitch this way. Let me take highlights. Okay. And what's that one? This is what I wanted to do. So I'll just take this like this, and then I am going to start stitching this down. So I'll take this out. I want to take those pins out. I'm just thinking of like flipping this just to give it a kind of stability. So that's what I'm thinking. Though, can you see? Just to like give it a form of stability. and then you use your needle and thread. So like I said, this particular pattern, if you want to bead it, use hand needle to stitch it down. But if you know you don't want to bead it, use what do you call it, you can use your machine to secure it down. You can stitch it from inside out. You can just sew it so that it stays perfectly well. So you can see what I'm trying to do. I'm just using my needle and my thread, and then I'll secure it down and then cover it up with my beads. But if I'm not covering up with my beads, I don't need to use hand needle. I will use sewing machine, sew it so that it will be neater. See, it is a simple process. So just as you are stitching, you just pull. You understand? Just pull it down and then you do the stitching. So that's all for today's tutorial. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to be fixing the, what do you call it, the skirt. I think I'm just going to create another, what do you call it, stream for that. How to attach this. So this is actually the skirt. This is the skirt base. This is the skirt part. Thank you so much. So this is the skirt. So I'll be joining the skirt to the corset. I'm actually going to be joining it. Adi, that's fashion, you're welcome. Kate Okolo, you're welcome. So I'm actually, so you can see how easy it is. So with this pattern, it's easy for you to fix your yoke. You don't have to start using your head to be calculating, hey, will it be too long, will it be too short? No. Especially if you have a professional dress form. This one is original and dress form. Their sizes are accurate. This is a size 10. It can fit. That's everything are the same. That's from neckline to it is the same. So that's for, thank you for this. So the next tutorial we're going to do, I'm going to show you guys how to fix the skirt. So I'm going to go off and then I'll come back later to show you, because I'm doing an inbuilt corset. So the corset is already done. You can see the clean base of the transparent corset. So what is remaining now is just for us to fix the skirt. Okay, so I'll show you how to sew it, how to join it to it. So I'll come back later. Thank you so much, guys. See you.